Guys, today we're going to be doing what if Naruto was born earlier, so like a few years, like 8 years before then, Naruto's attack. Like, we're going to do 10 years before the Naruto's attack. Because I want him to get a chance to like be with his father and like Shisui and Itachi and stuff. I want to know Shisui and Itachi, so yeah. So basically, Naruto will be a prodigy since he won't have the Nine Tails. He will be legit. So in this, we're going to make Minato have the Nine Tails. And that will go along with the storyline. But you have to listen. Sorry guys, 1 second. Sorry guys, I'm back. My sister's, yeah. So, basically, that's what happens. So, when Naruto's born, Minato and Kushina are 18. Because I think they were like 27 when they had Naruto. So, 8 years they'd be 19. So, they're like 19 years old. No, 10 years would be 17. So, we're going to bump their age up. For the Naruto attack, they're going to be 30, so they'll have Naruto when they're 20. So Naruto is born, and Kushina and Minato are 20 years old. And in this, Naruto will not be Namikaze and Uzamaki. He will just be like full Uzamaki. So, like I was saying, Naruto will be a bit of a prodigy. He will be a prodigy. What am I talking about? He has Minato and Kushina. Minato is the holder of the Nine Tails. And Kushina is a master at Uzumaki's techniques. So in this, Naruto will be full Uzumaki. He will have, and we may give him the Sharingan just because, like, of Toby. Like, I'll go into that later, alright? Okay. So, basically, we start off when Naruto's born. He's born 2 years before. He's born 10 years before the Nine Tails attack. And if Shisui is 3 years older than Itachi, Itachi's going to be born 2 years after. 3 years after. So, Shisui and Naruto would be born on the same day. So they're basically considered brothers. But their families are really close. Minato and the Uchiha person, I don't know. They never said who Shisui's dad was. But yeah. So Naruto and Shisui are born on the same day. So yeah. When Naruto's born, Obito Kakashi, and Ren quickly run inside of the hospital and are like, "Where's he at?" They're like, "Are you okay, Kushina?" And Kushina's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And let's say in this, Obito hasn't gotten crushed by the rock yet. He will get crushed by the rock and go with Madara and stuff, but not yet. Alright. So Obito is like holding Naruto and is like, he's gonna be just like you, Minato, because Minato has red hair. So like you see his style in this picture, that's what he looks like, except for he has red hair. And Naruto's hair will be the same with red hair, obviously. So I'll pull up a picture right now. And in this, Naruto will have fangirls just because of what he looks like. Like in this picture, he's gonna look like that when he graduates the academy. And he's not going to wear the same jumpsuit because he's not really going to like orange in this. He's going to like more like a black and red So I'll pull up a picture later. But this is what Naruto's gonna look like when he's 12. So yeah. 3-year time skip to when Naruto is 3. Itachi is born. And Itachi is actually born 2 days after Naruto's birthday. But on Naruto's birthday, he gets a book, like a scroll. Like not a book, but a scroll on uzamaki clan techniques, and and it has some jutsu in it. It has sealing jutsu, the uzamaki chakra, like how to unlock the uzamaki chakra chains. It has it has the like jutsu in it, like Chidori, because Kakashi wants to teach him the Chidori. So it has Chidori, Rasengan, and jutsu like that. But Naruto won't learn all of those jutsu just yet. And in this, he will have 3 out of 5 chakra natures. His chakra natures will be fire, lightning, and wind. Fire, lightning, and wind, yeah. So that's gonna happen. And in this, Naruto will be shipped with somebody else, so it won't be Hinata, because Hinata's gonna be like 10 years younger than him, I think it is, because I think they're all the same age, they just weren't born on the same exact months. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all the same age, so he's gonna be older than her by like 9 or 10 years, one of those two. And yeah, so time skip to when Naruto's 4. He is training in chakra control and uzamaki skills. Minato flashback. Minato actually took him to Jiraiya, and Minato took him to the lady that does the gravity seals. And Minato is right now 110 master. I think that's what he was before he died. But yeah. So Naruto will be a level 1 with the gravity seals, and he will be able to walk with them. So yeah. Right now Naruto is probably strong as Naruto when he graduated the academy. And I mean, he's not that strong when he graduates the academy, but he still has a few jutsu, like he has Shadow Clone and Multi-Shadow Clone. But in this, Naruto will be training in chakra control and taijutsu. Minato will be training him in taijutsu, and Kushina will be training him in chakra control, since Kushina is better than Minato's. And Minato will have full control over the Nine Tails. So yeah. Naruto says, Mom, will you teach me chakra? So Naruto walks into his house and says, Mom, will you teach me chakra control and how to run up trees and walk on water? She says, yeah, sure. And then he's like, Dad, will you teach me some taijutsu? I heard that you were really good at that. And I also want you to train me in speed. Minato says, yeah, sure. You're going to be just like me one day, son. And so Naruto, yeah, that's basically what happened. That's how he started getting trained in chakra control. Right now his chakra control will be around, like, when he learned how to, the Land of Waves arc, at the end of the Land of Waves arc. So yeah, he will know. No, it'll be tuning exams, like when he was training with Jiraiya on how to, Ibusu, on how to walk on water. Yeah. So he does know walking on water and what's it called? Walking on water and tree walking. And he also knows how to run up walls. So right now he's just training in taijutsu with his father. And he says, Dad, will you teach me the can Kakashi, Obito, and Ren train me tomorrow? And like stuff that they know. And Minato says if they want to, so Naruto in this will be kind of carefree like in the original, but he won't get beaten by the villagers because they know that he's Minato's son, because it's obviously really easy to tell. And Naruto will still have the Riskers due to, yeah. So Naruto, right now his taijutsu will be at the level of Sasuke and the tuning exams. Not better than Rock Lee, but at the level of Sasuke and the tuning exams. And his speed will be, let's say, he knows body flicker. So like, he can do body flicker, but he hasn't mastered it. He's still trying. And his gravity skills are level 5. Yeah, level 5. And, so yeah, his speed when he releases his gravity skills is probably Haku's speed. But with his gravity skills, he's like a little bit less than Haku. Because he has gravity seals, so it's gonna be pretty hard. If you don't know what gravity seals are something like, it just makes your body heavier, so like it kind of enhances your training with like speed and stuff. Because like when you take off your weight, you're supposed to be like faster and stronger, I guess. That's what I've heard from like other people on YouTube. But yeah, basically Naruto is level of Itachi at the end of the academy right now. He's only like 5. So yeah, Naruto, then the next day he goes to Kakashi's house and says, Kakashi sensei, will you train me? Kakashi, will you train me? Kakashi says yeah. And the first technique I'm going to train you in, Naruto, is going to be the Chidori. Naruto will know the Chidori. And so, yeah. He'll teach him the basics of it, and it'll progress over the years into the Raikiri. Since Naruto has like really, really, really high chakra reserves due to him being a full Uzumaki. And he will use Uzumaki clan techniques. And Uzumaki skills, he's probably okay. He's not Kushina level yet, and he's definitely not Mikito level or Drive. He's like under Kushina by like 3%. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. So yeah, then he goes to Obito's house and says, Big brother Obito, will you train me, please? And Obito says yes. And this Obito will teach him the fire style fireball jutsu, the fire phoenix jutsu, fire phoenix flower, I think. Phoenix flower. He will teach him dragon bullet. And he will also teach him one style wind bullet and one style gale palm. Ren will just teach him the basics of Medoka ninjutsu. He won't be a master at Medoka ninjutsu, but he will be on the level of Sakura at the end. Like once at like the end of this what if. Because I'm gonna make this part at least like 30, 40 minutes, just because I need to like go a bunch of stuff all the way to the QB attack. So yeah, 4-year time skip to when Naruto's 9. And these are the jutsu he knows right now. Rasengan, Chidori, Fire Style Fireball, Fire Phoenix, Fire Dragon, Fire Style Fire Dragon, Wind Style Gale Palm, Wind Style Wind Dome, Wind Style Bullet, Wind Bullet, Vacuum Bullet, and Tornado Fist. He also knows Lightning Style Chidori, Lightning Style, and he will have one water jutsu. He won't have a high infinity for water, but he will have one water jutsu. It's going to be Water Shockwave. So it's just adding lightning to water. and he will have one Earth style mud wall. Just because I think the mud wall is kind of good. It's like proficient for you, like just to like block like a fire attack or something, like a fire or wind, like a wind attack or a lightning attack. And he will know lightning style right kitty, and he's only 9, so he's OP prodigy. And he did start the academy, but he already passed in 1 year. So yeah, it is the day before Naruto's birthday, and he's playing with Shisui. And in this, he will also know Uchiha style Halo dance. And I know that's only for Uchihas, but I don't care. Uchiha style Halo dance, Uchiha style reflection, and because yes, that will come into play. He will have a fan blade, like he will find a sword. He will have a sword in this, but not yet. He will get it on his birthday. So he's playing with Shisui, and he knows Uchiha style Halo dance, Uchiha style, and he knows Uchiha style the Shuriken. He's as good as an Uchiha at with Shuriken. He is also proficient in Kenjutsu. He's not the best yet, but he's really good with Kenjutsu, and he is a Chunin right now. So yeah, and this he will be going all the way up to the rank of Anbu. So yeah, he is a Chunin right now. And that's it for time skip 1 day to his birthday. So it is his birthday, and yeah, Minato gives him a sword, and it's black. Not black, but it's like gold. It has a gold. It's like a gold sword, and on the top, like you know, Sasuke's sword in Naruto Shippuden. If you have watched that, he will have a holster like that, and it will be on his back, but it won't be like pointing to the side. It'll be pointing up towards his head, and it would be like the blade of it, instead of it being silver, it would be gold, and the top would be matte black. Like the handle would be matte black, and it would go in a holster like Sasuke's, and it will have the Uzumaki crystal on it, on the top of it. And so yeah, and Naruto also gets a new sailing jutsu for his birthday, and he is really close to Guy, but Guy hasn't taught him that much in Taijutsu. He's taught him Taijutsu like Leaf Style, Leaf Hurricane, and Primary Lotus. So Guy will give him a book on how to open the first, second, third, and fourth gate. Or the first, second, and third gate. So yeah. That's gonna be it for Naruto's birthday, because I don't really see him really celebrating. Well, he will celebrate since it's not on the day of the QB attack. But we're gonna do a time skip 2 days. This is when Naruto goes on a mission with Obito, Kakashi, Ren, and Minato. He is second in command, leading Kakashi to be first, like of the leader of their team, and Minato will be handling some other stuff. This is the point where Obito gets crushed by the rock, and they save Ren. But instead of him giving his Sharingan to Kakashi, he gives his Sharingan to Naruto for Naruto's birthday, because he never gave Naruto a present. It's kind of the same thing, but it's just Naruto instead of Kakashi. And so Naruto will have an implanted Sharingan. He won't cover it up though. He will cover it up, but he won't like be like Kakashi, headband over the eye, mask on, all that. He will show it sometimes if he has to. Like, yeah. So 1 year time skip to the QB attack. QB attack still happens, but instead of the QB attacking, it's Obito, and that's it. Yeah, just Obito. Obito takes out more people than the QB did, than Kurama did in the original. And then when he's facing Minato, he drives his sword straight through Minato, and Naruto sees this and awakens his Mangekyo no Sharingan, because he did awaken his three Tomoe when Obito died, and he then awakened his Mangekyo no Sharingan when he saw his dad almost get killed. And so this is how Naruto gets the Nine Tails. Naruto will know Kamui better than Kakashi. He will have Kamui on the level of Obito, so he will be able to go through dimensions and stuff. And Obito will have the other eye that Kakashi had, where like he runs out of stamina really fast. Even though he's in a Chia, because but he won't run out of regular stamina. He'll just not be able to activate his Sharingan anymore for like the next 5 minutes after that. But besides that, Minato says, Naruto, I'm going to give you the Nine Tails, and you will be the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. Nobody is to know about this besides the third Hokage, Jiraiya, and you. And Kakashi, Shisui, Itachi, and Ren. Alright? Naruto? He says, alright. And we'll say Obito and Shisui were like cousins in this. So yeah, I bet you know where I'm going in this. But yeah, so he tells Shisui, and Naruto in this will get the full Nine Tails, and the Nine Tails will already be let out of his cage because he likes Naruto. He took a liking to Naruto over the years. So Naruto will let him out of the cage, and he will have KCM. But he won't know how to use it. He can go all the way up to, he can summon Kurama, but he can't do that. So yeah, he will have the toad summoning and all that. So yeah, Sasuke is born. He tells Itachi and Shisui about it, and Shisui's like, Obito, he tells him also about Obito. He's like, but Obito's my cousin. And Naruto's like, I read something, and you might not want to do it, but I think we should, so we can get even stronger. I read something in a history book one time that if you switch eyes with a close relative of yours, like a cousin, a brother, father, or a sister, or a mother, you can unlock the Eternal Mangekyo no Sharingan. And were you and Obito really close to each other? Yes, we were. Naruto will get Shisui's eye and unlock the Eternal Mangekyo no Sharingan, and so will Shisui. So Naruto, Shisui, and Madara will be the first 3 people to ever unlock the Eternal Mangekyo no Sharingan. And Naruto looks like this now. He looks exactly like this, and he does have the necklace because him and Tsunade still made a bet. Because let's say Hiruzen died, they had to find Tsunade to become the 5th Hokage after Minato died. So that's what's happened. And he also made Naruto the rank of an Anbu before he died. 1 second, guys. Alright, I'm back. So he also made Naruto the rank of an Anbu, and Naruto will be sad, but he will still train with Kakashi and Ren, and his medical ninjutsu at this point is at Sakura's and Shippuden before the war. So I guess, yeah, it's not at Boruto Sakura yet, but it's at Shippuden Sakura. And I regret saying that because he might go all the way up to Tsunade level and healing, but Ren will still die. So this is 3-year time skip to Ren's death. So I'm sorry, I had to be sure about that. Kakashi, instead of Kakashi doing it this time, it will be Naruto. And let's say Obito wasn't there to unlock the MS, because he already unlocked the MS when he killed Minato. he was sad. He didn't want to have to kill Minato, but he did to unlock the MS. And so yeah, so Naruto is gonna be sad that he killed Ren, and in this he will be known as the killer, the red killer fox. And this is what Naruto will be wearing. I'll pull that up right now. He will wear something like let's say he'll wear something like this. And he will have a scroll on his back, but it'll more be like this. Yeah, this. He'll wear something like that. And he will have a scroll on his back instead of, and like the things that are right there, like the Orochimaru things, he will tie those strings around his scroll to keep it attached to him, like Jiraiya. And he will have the same shoes as Jiraiya. So yeah, 1 second guys, I'll pull up back the picture in a minute. He will have the like an Itachi's Anbu mask. He will have this mask. That's what his mask will look like. And on one of the ears, it'll have his sword. Not the ear of a fox mask, but his sword will have the kanji for 9 on it. Since he's the 9th Jinchuriki, and he wants all that. 1 second. I know this is Boruto, not Naruto, but that is as close as I will get to Naruto wearing a cloak. But yeah, so this is basically what Naruto will be wearing. Yeah, let me pull up the picture of Naruto. And he will be Anbu captain of his team. And his team will consist of Itachi, Shisui, Kakashi, and Anko. And his second in command will be Shisui. And Naruto's speed at this point will be Minato level. His speed without his weights will be Minato level. With his weights, he'll be faster than the 3rd Hokage. No, not the 3rd, but he'll be as fast as Kakashi with his weights. But without his weights, he could break the sound barrier. Like just boom! Like that. And he can also leave after images. So Naruto has a sword, like I already said. He's still the reincarnation of Ashura, but that's not the point. So he is gonna be promoted to Jonin in this by Tsunade, and he will be the leader of a team. I'll tell you what team that is in a minute, and it will consist of some very interesting people. And his the ship that I'm going to ship him with in this is Anko, because I think him and Anko will be a good couple. And Anko won't be like she was in the original. She'll still like to interrogate people, and she will like Naruto, but she'll be even stronger. And she won't like, and you know how Boruto, she gained weight. She won't gain weight in this. She'll stay the same. And she will still be the leader of the force of this. She won't be a sensei. But yeah. So they all go to the Hokage's office for their new mission. And their mission is to execute like 4 rogue ninja. Their names are I'm just gonna make up names. Suki, Minma, and let's say Kaguya. So like, yeah, because I mean Kaguya wasn't a big part of Naruto Shippuden. That's why I'm saying that. But I really don't want Naruto to kill Kaguya. It would be like Shisui or like Kakashi who kills Kaguya. But Naruto will kill Minma. I just said Minma because that's like one of the only names that I can get. They're all S-class criminals. All 3 of them. And if Naruto were to go rogue right now, he would probably be able to destroy a village, because the Leaf Village is still recovering from the Obito attack, so he will probably be able to destroy Konoha if he did go rogue. But he won't go rogue. He may go rogue in this, but for right now, we're going to say he's not. Comment down below if you want him to go rogue, because I kind of do. I want to see where I can go with Naruto going rogue. And he will have a tattoo. It's going to be you know how they do that sign on the Anbu's arms? Yeah, nobody will be able to see his tattoo, but instead of it being painted on there by somebody, it is going to be a tattoo. He's literally going to get a tattoo of it since he's an Anbu. And he may get a few more tattoos, but I don't really think he'd show them off since he wears a cloak most of the time. But yeah. So they go after the 3 extradited criminals, and when they cross Kagira, Naruto's like, "Hey, we can't kill him. He's a Jinchuriki." I'm pretty sure Kagira was the 3-tailed Jinchuriki. Yeah, I think so. He's a Jinchuriki just like me. And Anko knows that Naruto's a Jinchuriki because they both like each other. So yeah, Naruto told her, and Hiruzen also knows. But yeah, I mean Tsunade also knows. So basically, Naruto, Kakashi will say, but we have to execute the mission that Lady Tsunade told us to do. I know I probably said Hiruzen, but I meant Tsunade. But Kakashi says, but we have to execute the mission Lady Tsunade told us to do. And he's like, we will, but we can't kill Kaguya. And he's like, I'm sorry. And then Minma and Suki come out, and Naruto's just looking at Minma like, how does he have the shotgun gun? Who did he get it from? And he's like, Minma's just like, oh, we heard about you, the Red Killer Fox. And then Naruto's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have. I'm pretty famous. Naruto then runs at Minma with a Chidori in hand, with his with his sword in hand. And let's say he knows how to draw lightning, fire, and wind into his thing. Not so much the other chakra natures, because I don't study that through. But yeah, he draws fire into his sword, and then Minma pulls out his let's see, another Jinchuriki that didn't really have anything to do with the story. Not the 8 tails, but he goes into his Susanoo, like his first stage of Susanoo. We're not gonna make him a Jinchuriki, but yeah, he goes into his first stage of Susanoo, and Naruto's like, yo, so you really want to do that now? And Naruto will also have Susanoo, Amaterasu, Koro, Masakami, and Kamui. And whatchamacallit, Shisui will have the same thing. So Naruto goes, buddy, let's fight. And then he goes into KCM1, and then goes into Susanoo first stage. Because he can do perfect Susanoo, but it makes a thing on him. And puts marks, it will drain him of chakra. And then he goes, Amaterasu! And burns Isabu's arm off. I mean, not Isabu. Minma's Susanoo's sword. And then Naruto pulls out his bow and arrow. No, his sword. And his Susanoo sword, and literally slices at Minma. And he cuts Minma's Susanoo and breaks it, and then he comes out of KCM and Susanoo, and he says, first gate of joy, open, and then he rushes at Minma. Minma says, oh, so you know the 8 gates. How about I show you my style? And then, if you know the Senju style, the taijutsu with Senju, like the Senju style taijutsu, Naruto also copy this because he has a Sharingan now. He copies Menma's taijutsu, and Menma copies his. But lucky, Naruto's only opening the first gate. So Naruto runs at Menma, kicks him in the face, punches him, and then throws him up into the air and says, "Primary Lotus!" and kills Menma. He hits Menma's head on the ground, and then he pulls out his sword. Draws lightning chakra into it, and says, "Lightning stream!" And like a stream of lightning comes out of his sword and goes straight through Menma. Menma coughs up blood and says, "You were a good opponent after all." And then Naruto snatches out Menma's Sharingan and puts it in his eye. And he's like, he must have been an Uchiha. So why did he only turn on one of his Sharingans? And then he takes some of his blood so he can turn off and on his Sharingan instead of having it on all the time. And then Tsuki's like, "Please don't kill me." And she takes off her mask, revealing it to be, what's her name? Let's say Naruto knew, like, you know Itachi's girlfriend? Like, not girlfriend, but you know the one that Itachi played with? That's gonna be, and Naruto knows her, and so does Itachi. She takes off her mask, and Itachi's just stunned by this, and he's like, and Naruto's like, "I'm sorry, but I have to kill you, Suki." He activates his Chidori, and and another jutsu that Naruto has, I made this jutsu up myself. It's called, there's two of them that I made up. One of them's called Fire Rain. It's like where a bunch of rain of fire bullets just come down and hit their opponent. And it could kill a Genin in one shot, a Chunin in one shot, but no higher. It would probably injure them. Especially if they only get hit by one, it would only injure them and burn them a little bit. If they get hit by all 50, there's going to be burns all over their body, and then Naruto can just kill them. But he's killed over 30 people. Yeah, 30 people for now. And Naruto's like, and then another jutsu is Fire Style Lightning Fire Chidori. It's where you add Fire Style to your Chidori, and Kakashi is just like, Kakashi knows he has the jutsu, but he doesn't think it's real. So Naruto says, he says, "Hey dog," because you know how they call them by their names, like the Ambu names, instead of, Kakashi's name is going to be Dog, Itachi's name is going to be Raccoon, and Shisui's name is going to be Weasel. And Naruto's name is going to be Fox. He's like, "Hey dog," 1 second guys. And he's like, "Hey dog, you want to see that jutsu I told you about?" And Dog's like, "Yeah, sure, Fox." And then Naruto goes, Fire Style, Fire Lightning Chidori, and activates it. 1 second guys. He drives the Fire Style Lightning Fire Chidori straight through Yagura and says, "I'm sorry, Isabu and Yagura, but I have to for my village." And Yagura says, "It's okay, Fox, but please, my dying wish, please show me who you are." And then Fox takes off his mask and says, "Yagura, I'm sorry." And Yagura's like, "Naruto?" Alright. Yeah! Sorry guys. And then Suki's like, "Okay, I'll come back to your village if you don't kill me." And then they're like, "Okay, come on, Suki." So Suki comes with them, and blah, 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 all that happens. So, yeah. And then, Suki comes back to the village, and then the Uchiha clan is massacred because Shisui died still, and he still has one of his Sharingans, so he gives it to Naruto. Naruto has 2 EMSs now. 1 second. So basically, Naruto drives the thing through the fire lightning Chidori straight through Yagura, and Yagura says, "Would you take off your mask, please?" He takes off his mask, and then Yagura sees Naruto. And let's say Naruto and Yagura were friends from like back then, because Naruto's like 14 now. They met when they were, let's say, 11, before Naruto became an Anbu. And then Yagura and Naruto became friends because they were Jinchuriki and stuff, and they both had control over their Jinchuriki. And then Naruto's like, "No, this isn't right. You're gonna join our village, Yagura. I'm not letting you die." He pulls his hand out of Yagura and then heals him. And he heals everything. He heals his organs and everything. Because, well, that was kind of too into it, but yeah, he heals him. And Naruto and Yagura, Suki, Cat, Shisui's gonna be Cat. No, Itachi's gonna be Cat in this. So Cat, Dog, Weasel, Fox, Suki, and Yagura go to the Hidden Leaf. And they tell Tsunade that they... Sorry guys, that was my dad call. But basically, yeah, he heals Naruto. They go back to the village. They tell Tsunade, and Yagura says, "I'll only stay in this village if all of you guys take off your mask." Oh yeah, and Anko is gonna be Tiger in this. She's like, Tiger says, "Why would we do that? We're on Black Ops. We can't take off our mask unless the Hokage lets us." And he's like, "Fine, then I'm not staying in this village." And then Naruto's like, "Fine, well, I'll take our mask off." Tsunade? And Tsunade says, "Go ahead if you want to." Naruto takes off his mask and reveals his face. Suki is surprised by this because she didn't see him before. Itachi takes off his mask and shows his face. Suki is absolutely surprised by this, and so is Yagura. Kakashi takes off his mask. Shisui takes off his mask, and Anko takes off her mask. And they all become friends. And Anko's kind of jealous of Suki because Suki likes Naruto and Itachi, but Anko wants Naruto. And Naruto is kind of taking a liking to Suki too, but he mainly likes Anko. I might just, yeah, Anko and him. So yeah, Naruto still gets an episode. So basically, Tsunade says, tomorrow is the day that the Ninja Academy students graduate. And the Uchiha Clan massacre hasn't happened yet. It will happen. And Itachi's like, oh yeah. And if I said that Shisui already died and stuff, I was wrong. I didn't mean to say that. But it will happen, like, in a minute. She's like, tomorrow, and 3 days from now is the day that the students in the academy graduate. And Itachi, okay? And I now promote Naruto and Shisui to Jonin. And in this, if I did say Shisui died, he won't die, and Itachi will tell Sasuke the reason why he killed the clan right when he massacres them. He won't. Yeah, he'll kill everybody but Shisui and Itachi. I mean, Sasuke. And Danzo will still have the Mangekyo Sharingan from Shisui. But he doesn't know Shisui is alive because he's mainly spent his time in the foundation, not really in the village. 1 second. So yeah, so basically that still happens, but Danzo is mainly in the foundation, not the village, and he won't be part of the council. But they're not gonna hunt down Danzo until like later on when they get stronger, because they know that they're probably all of them combined are probably a match, but not if he has one of the Sharingans plus all of his skill and all the foundation member. They would not be able to take him on. So basically, Naruto and Tsuchimi are joining, and they're gonna be teachers. Naruto is gonna be Team 7, which is gonna consist of Suki, Sasuke, and oh yeah, and Itachi will still go to the Akatsuki. He is already in the Akatsuki right now. So it'll be Suki, Sasuke, and Yagura is Chunin right now. So it's gonna be Suki, Sasuke, and who else should I put? No, not Suki. It's gonna be Sasuke. Sasuke, Sakura, and Sakura is not gonna like Sasuke in this. She's gonna like somebody else. She's not gonna like anybody in this. Besides, she's gonna take an attraction to Naruto because of his abs. And Naruto is quite young in this. He is kind of close to them because they're like 12, 13. Naruto's only 14, 15. So yeah, and he's already joining. So yeah, he's stronger than Kakashi and Itachi. But yeah. So Sasuke knows that Naruto is a close relative, like a close friend to the family. So he's excited that Naruto's on the team, and he also knows that Naruto's stronger than Itachi, and so he can teach him some stuff, and he's gonna ask Naruto to teach him stuff. And Sasuke will still want to kill the one Akatsuki member, but he won't want to kill Itachi. He wants to kill Toby, because he knows that Toby had part in the Uchiha clan massacre. And Naruto has Toby's chakra signature, or not chakra signature, but he knows when Toby's gonna be around, when Toby's around. And so yeah. So the team consists of Sasuke, Sakura, and Hinata. Hinata's actually gonna Kiba. No. Hinata's gonna Kiba, yeah. Kiba. I don't really like that shit, but that's what I have to do just for this. And I might change the Anko Naruto to Naruto Suki, because they're the same age too. And Suki, I'll pull up a picture of Suki right now. This is what Suki's looking like. It's not the picture yet, but I'll get to it right now. So she will look like this, but her eyes aren't gonna be that color. Her eyes are actually brown. So yeah, let's go back to the picture of Naruto. 1 second. So he will wear this mask, and you know how I said he wore a cloak? But let me pull up a picture of that real quick. But yeah, this is the mask that he wears. But let me put up a picture of the cloak and stuff. So yeah, that's the cloak and the mask that he wears. So basically, Naruto's team is made up of him, Sasuke, Sakura, and Hinata. They're also have the same personality, but Sakura doesn't like Sasuke. I already mentioned that. And yeah. So and Sasuke knows that Naruto has the Sharingan, since he's really close to him. Just because of what happened. And so yeah. So Naruto says the day that he meets his Genin squad, he says, let's go up to the roof and talk. And he's not late like Kakashi, because Kakashi's a rat. He's not late like Kakashi, but Kakashi's not a brat. I like him, but he's not my favorite. My favorite would have to be from Boruto, it would be Kawaki, and from Naruto, it would be Naruto and Sasuke. My tie. And Itachi tie. But, that's not the point. I'm just gonna say, Sasuke says, I want to kill, a guy named Toby, but he says his name is Mamoru Uchiha. But no, I want to kill God, the masked man that killed your father, Naruto. And then Naruto's like, yeah, I do too. He's like, And then Sakura's like, hey, before I introduce myself, how about you introduce yourself? Naruto's like, okay, I am 15 years old. My name is Naruto Uzamaki. I have the Eternal Mangekyou Sharingan in one eye, and I can deactivate it, activate it. My goal is to help Sasuke kill the masked man and get you guys to the strongest you can be, and just like not become the Hokage, but become the strongest I can be. So Naruto's dream kind of changes since he went to the Anbu and his dad died and stuff. Because at first he did want to become Hokage, but now he doesn't since his dad died. So he changed his dream to like help everybody, but he doesn't want to be. He basically wants to be like Sasuke and Boruto. Like he wants to help everybody, but he doesn't want to help them while inside of the village. And he like wants to create his own village and stuff. So yeah. So Naruto says, Sakura, now introduce yourself. Sakura goes, my name is Sakura Haruno. I am 13 years old and I like, my dream is to, and then she looks at Naruto. Naruto's like, that's kind of disgusting. And she's like, you're only 2 years older than me, so I don't really think it is. Hinata is kind of shy. And she says, my name is Hinata Hyuga, and I am 13 years old. I want to be the greatest shinobi in the Hyuga clan. Naruto's like, I can help you with that. It just depends on what your chakra nature is. Because he's like, I have all 5. I just barely work with 2 of them. I work with 3 of them instead of 2. I have a high infinity for 3. Not all 5. I have high infinity for fire, lightning, and wind. And Sasuke is shocked by this, so is Sakura, and so is Hinata. But he says, tomorrow there will be a bell test. Tomorrow there's going to be a bell test. And the goal is to get the bells from me by midnight tomorrow. Midnight the next day. Alright? So they say okay. And he says, time skip to the bell test. They're like, he doesn't say don't eat all your puke because he's not Kakashi, and Kakashi's just Kakashi. So yeah. He says, are you ready? Set, go. And Sasuke knows how to use teamwork with Sakura since Sakura's not annoying. But since Hinata's so shy, she doesn't really care what Sasuke about Sasuke. She cares about Sasuke, but not like she cared about Naruto and Naruto shipped her. But she doesn't really like anybody. I might ship her with Kiba though, just for fun. Because I want to see what happens. Not because I want to see what happens, since it's my what if, I can do whatever I want. So I might not even give Hinata a boyfriend. But Sasuke will have either a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Still figuring that out. Naruto will have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Most likely going to be a girlfriend. But it is a possibility that he could end up. And by the way, if I didn't mention this, Sasuke also said, my name is Sasuke Uchiha and I am 14 years old. And Sasuke has the 2 Tomoe Sharingan, so he pulls out his 2 Tomoe Sharingan and he tries to put Naruto under Genjutsu. Sakura runs at Naruto, and he not yeah. One sec, guys. Like and subscribe.